Thank you for coming out tonight. And thank you to Human Experience and all the spectacular performers and the beat. When I was last here, like a year ago, I read poetry. But since that time, I became a storyteller. But I'm going to open tonight with a poem I feel that you might appreciate here in Vegas, given your location. Dry. In yesterday's Sahara, you found petroglyphs, carved, cut, and scratched into the walls of caves and cliffs by vanished swimmers who drew fish, crocs, and giraffes that served as the lost green savannas, epitaphs. Around the bay today, spring arrives earlier. Climate changes like a fast receding glacier. Winter warms. Reservoirs shrink. Months pass without rain. Salmon, gas flopped up low streams with little to gain. In tomorrow's Sierras, precipitation will fall as rain, not snow by some calculations. In tomorrow's Delta, breached levees will soon sink. As the sea rises, we have less water to drink. What petroglyphs will remain of our blue era? We are but one of many growing Saharas. Thank you very much. Have y'all taken a look at the old vinyl records back there? Yeah. They bring back lots of old memories and remind me of a story that happened to me years ago. When I was a kid, I hid in records, pressed black vinyl disc, whose grooves recorded and replayed the latest grooves, from soul to show tunes, long before iTunes and after, long before compact discs or cassette tapes. I bought records. To buy more records about the used and underused from secondhand stores, antique dealers, and thrift shops throughout LA. I craved the goodwill of a salvation army of shops to sell me records. One day, I visited the last thrift shop on my scavenging route between school and the bus stop. The shop resembled a converted house with its pitched roof and cramped space. A sign in the plate glass window read, "Thrift shop." And another sign in the corner read, "Open." I opened the screen door, exited the light, and entered the den. The shopkeeper laughed at a daytime talk show on homosexuality. I never paid too much attention to shopkeepers. This one stood tall, big, old, and white to the 16-year-old black boy. I asked, "Do you have any records?" He answered, "Right over there," pointing to a stack of records on the Persian work floor. "Thank you." I knelt at my first box. I inhaled the aroma of old vinyl. I began my search. Click, 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 click. And then I found it. The motion picture soundtrack to Jesus Christ Superstar. And it's a double album. My biggest brother took me to see this 1973 movie musical, and I have watched it on TV every Easter since. Next I found The Carpenters. This 1971 album put the brother and sister duo on the pop charts with their hits For All We Know, Superstar, and my favorite, Rainy Days and Mondays always get me down. I'm on the road now. If I found these gems among the albums, what gems await among the singles? I asked the shopkeeper, "Do you have any singles?" He answered, "Right over there," pointing to a rack of records which rose in the middle of the aisle like a Christmas tree. How did I miss it? I rushed the rack. I began my search. a voice behind me warned, "You steal any of my records and I'll shoot you." I turned. Behind the glass counter, the white shopkeeper aimed a gun at me. Too scared to run, I stood my ground and did the only thing I knew how to do, look for records. Click, click, click. The shopkeeper hurled pencils at me at gunpoint. "You Paducah Hills boys suck! You art people always coming in here stealing my records!" Click, click, click. My hands shake as I slide the single from the sleeve. I'm unable to focus on the artist's name, the song title, the single's condition. I told myself, "Andre, whatever you do, don't drop the record, because you have to make a sudden move to pick it up." Finding that I was determined to examine every single on the stand, the shopkeeper struck up a one-way conversation with me at gunpoint. "I have a son. He's in college. He's a quarterback on the football team. Now, he has a colored roommate who's his bodyguard. He protects my son. In fact, all the colored boys on his team are his bodyguard to make sure no one messes with him on or off this field. Shit, the motherfuckers have shoulders this big." More interested in the Carpenters than quarterbacks, I feared he would shoot me if I failed to show enthusiasm for his story. Well, I finished examining every single on the stand without wanting one. The shopkeeper wagged his gun at me. "Aren't you going to buy any more records?" "I didn't find anything I liked," I lied. Fearing he would shoot me if I failed to buy a record, I walked toward his gun with Jesus Christ Superstar and the Carpenters under my arms. "How much were these albums?" $250. As much as I dared, as I glared at his gun, I protested. "$250 for this? Look at the cover. It's one around the edges." Actually, I only had $2 on me, and I feared he would shoot me if I put one of the albums back. "All right then, $2. It's a deal?" As I slid my wallet from my pocket, the shopkeeper leveled his gun at me. I put 2 ones on the counter and not in his hands. "Thank you. Have a nice day now, you hear?" As I turned to exit his shop, my back arched. I waited for the bullets, the pain, the loss of consciousness. Nothing happened. I left the man with his TV and his gun as his only companion. I exhaled as I walked outside through the sun. Of all the things I remember, I recall the peculiar quality of the sunlight, found nowhere else in this world. The white stucco walls, the gray concrete sidewalk reflect the sunlight I thought I would never see again. I remember looking up at the sun and blinking and thinking, "I'm I'm alive. Thank you very much. Thank you. Before I close tonight, I'd like to thank the human experience, the beat, Jabs, Prince, Misty, all the spectacular performance tonight, and for you for coming out. Some of the, yes, thank you. So I hope you're all hungry, because I'm going to close with hot dogs, french fries, lemonade. Our red stools stood in stars as we read hot dogs with Fifth Domino and the Go-Go's along Hollywood Boulevard. Lesser known than crosstown rival Pete's. Scooby's boast, fresh lemonade, the best in California. It is here, my brother, my sister, my partner, and I dined on hot dogs, french fries, lemonade, and memories of a backyard lemon tree, which fed us meringue pies and chiffon cakes baked by our mother who called herself Yellow Gal. Nothing tastes as sweet as memories relished again or as bitter. We ate our fries, one at a time to prolong the moment. And we nibbled our red hot dogs as red tour buses passed. Ice cubes melt. Snapshot. I am print. This memory on my mind, like footprints at Roman Chinese theater. Thank you very much. My name is Angie Wilson, the storyteller. Thank you for the beat and the human experience. Thank you for coming out tonight. It's been a great honor. Thank you. And thank you, Las Vegas.
Human experience. Let's show some extra love for Angie Wilson. Thank you for your story. Thank you for your poetry.